Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 6 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the stairs and also the surroundings, like these concrete steps right here. And then we separate all the rooms or area, and we're going to start doing the kitchen. So here, just gonna put it right here. The kitchen will be linear like this with an island right here in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is go to architecture, click right here, and then model in place. We're going to look for generic model, press OK, and then OK. Now we're gonna start by adding the base for our um, cabinet. So I'm gonna click on extrusion, and then we're gonna start from the level 1. So work plane level 1, that's correct. And then we want it to be extruded up to 900. So that's about right for that. Click here, and then let's go up to right here, because we're going to add the fridge right here. In terms of depth, I want to put it around, I think 600 is good enough. And then we're just going to start here for now. Change the material. Let's add a wood material first. So let's go to wood, and then I'm going to use something different so that we could just differentiate that one once we go to Twinmotion. So this one will be the base material, and then like we could just click on finish and then finish again. If we look at it at 3D, it will look like just a box, but we're going to clean it up as we go along. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up. So I'm going to click on edit this. So edit the in place, and then we're going to have a kickboard or kick plate right here. So now go back to create, and then we're going to add a void extrusion. We're going to select the void extrusion, or instead of void extrusion, I think it's better if we just, so I'm going to edit this in place again, and then void sweep is a lot easier because we could just select the path just like that, and then we could create a profile. Go back here, select this, edit profile, and then now what we could do is we could just add the profile that we want. So I want it to be 100 only, and then the depth is around 50 is good enough. Click finish, and then go back here, and then click finish again. Then click on cut geometry, it will be cut, and now it looks like a proper base kitchen. There we go. What we could also do is we could create the top. We could go back here, select this one, edit in place. We're gonna add the top. So from the extrusion, click extrusion. It is still on level 1, but we're gonna start the extrusion to the 900 mark. Why is that? Because we know that the height is 900. Now we want the thickness to be 25. So we're going to put extrusion N to 925. And then the material, it should be stone, because most of the top is stone. So now click here. We already used this, so we're gonna use this one. Click apply, okay. And then now we just need to create the rectangle. It's basically the same as the top. And then here is the cut plate. So we're just going to do that. Later on, we could just move this one actually 610, because we're going to add 10 inches, or 25, 625, for the door for the kitchen. So we're just going to add 625, click finish, and then finish. And then look what we've created. That looks very nice. Where we will put the fridge right here, and then we're still not yet done, because we're going to add a void right here. So now let's add in. So we need to insert something. So let's go back to level 1. Let's insert that first so that we could create the void form on that. So load, it will be the sink for this. So plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then sink. And then we could add in kitchen sink, which is this one. Click open, and then CM, and then let's add it right about in the middle. We could select this. Counter height is 900. We're going to change this to 925. Edit. And then the depth, let's change this to 500. Click apply, and then OK. Now it clearly fits inside. And then now we just need to click create a void. So as you can see, the bottom is not showing because it's just at the top of the cabinets, or the base cabinet. So now let's select this extrusion, edit in place, and then now we need to create a void extrusion. We're going to use this rectangle, and then let's click on rectangle like this. I always want to go over the line right here, because there's still a face here for the sink. So I want that to be shown, and usually that is like stainless steel or some steel material. So now I'm happy with this. Click finish. Before you click finish again, let's go to 3D to observe what we created. Most of the time it will be below right here. We just need to click right there. So that's the void form. We need to extend it downwards and above as well. And then click on cut geometry. And then now it's showing everything. It's showing the below right here. So that's fine. We just need to click finish again, and we're good to go. So next thing we're gonna do is we're going to create an extrusion from the section that we created or we flipped earlier. So now we could just select here. So escape and then select, double click here. Now we need to create an extrusion again, a model in place. So go back to architecture, click on component with the drop down arrow and then model in place, and then click on generic model. This will be generic model number 2. And then here, extrusion, we need to pick the plane, which is the plane right here. I know it's the front because it's not highlighting the one that we did the kick plate. So now I'm going to select this, and then let's add in some cabinets. What I usually do is I'm going to click on rectangle and then 10 millimeters around. So here I'm going to flip this, so space bar, and then select right there. So I have a border for 10 millimeters around, and then from here I will create some lines in order to divide them all together properly. I always want to add a line in the middle where the sink are, and then I'm going to align it right here, and then from there I will check everything else. I want it to be aligned from here, and then align it from here. Now that looks good. I'm going to select this pick line and then click on 5 offset from the middle, and then delete the ones in the middle. Press escape and delete the ones in the middle, and then here, pick line, I want it offset 10. So maintain the 10, and then we need to click on split face later on, or split line. Now what we could do is we could select this and then click on copy, and then multiple is checked, and then here we just need to divide it. So I think this one, it has 1195, so 1200 or 12,000, sorry, 1200. So we could do 400 each. So 1 and then 400 right here. How about here? Press escape, copy it, and then let's grab it from here. This is roughly around 1800. Let's put in around 450 each. So around 460. And then we could just roughly add something like that. Or I'm gonna eyeball it. Maybe right here is good enough. That looks fine from the distance. So now we need to split with gap or split element. I usually use split, so SL, split element. And then from there, we're going to trim and extend. So let's do the one at the top first. And then now let's focus at the bottom. And then now TR, that is trim and extend. Let's do the ones at the top first again. So select that. And then right here at the bottom, so it's just a repetitive step, but we need to do it in order to finish here and to make it look nicer and look modern. Now we're going to start from 0, and then I just want it to be 10. Let's change this to the same wood. I think it's start with K. So Countertop. So that one is the wood that we used earlier for the main. So now we could just click finish. Let's show which one is overlapping, which is right here. We could just quickly clean that up, click finish again, and then let's look at it at 3D. Now it looks like cabinet doors, and click finish. So that looks nice. And we could make it more beautiful later on, or more modern. So that's looking good. So I think what I can do is we could click on an edit in place, and then from here I want to create a void form, and then I want it to be a sweep void form. My plan, I'm gonna show it to you first in one of them. So I'm gonna pick the path. I'm gonna pick this path. There we go. I'm gonna pick that path, and then from here, click finish, edit profile. I'm going to void somewhere right here. I think let's scratch this. Instead of a void sweep right here, I want to create a void extrusion instead. I think that's much better and it will be easier. So let's go back to section. So let's scratch this and let's start all over. We could just select this one, edit in place, and then here what we're gonna do is avoid extrusion. Pick plane. I want to pick this plane. So now we're going to select a rectangle, and then I'm just gonna do an offset. I think offset around. Let's see how it looks. If I flip it, I think that's much better. Offset right here, and then at least it's easier and it's faster to do. We just need to select each corner and then offset in the correct orientation. So now we just need to flip this. We're going to start at -5, and then this will be just 5. Apply, click finish. Let's look at it at 3D before we click cut geometry. There we go. So we have an indentation, and it's a lot cleaner. It looks modern, and we created easily by just creating a void in front of it. And then we just need to add handles, and we're done with this base. So in the next video, we're going to add in. So actually, we're going to add in the top, and then let's add or insert our fridge. So let's go back here and then go to specialty equipment, domestic, mid-range, and then we have fridge right here. I'm going to use that. Apply, and then CM. We're going to add the refrigerator right about here, where we're going to add a casing for that. I don't want the text for the fridge to show. I'm going to select the fridge, edit, uncheck it, apply, okay. So that's the way we're going to do it. So we have the fridge. I want my cabinetry around this part, and then the rest up to 2800 will be just coverings. Okay, and then we're going to add in an island right about here, and then we could add the stove in the middle with the range at the middle as well. So we're going to stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.